We pressed the button and now we are live. Oh, hi, friends. And friends we haven't met yet. It is I, Paige the Puppet, and today is a special Saturday lesson in copywriting. If you read the description, you will know that's what this is all about. Because if you caught our new trailer, we are really focused on helping creative, independent small business owners. And the best way we can think of to help is to give you the tools to help you build your business in a way that feels, just awesome, okay? Oh, hi, Cool Gamer. Thanks for joining. So glad you could meet us. And yeah, we are going to dive in to copywriting, which is something my mama knows a lot about because she has been a professional copywriter and written lots of ads over the years. And that is really what copywriting is. It's WRIT at the end of the copyright. And that is writing words with the aim to sell. There's lots of different types of writing, but this is a specialized form. And some people do it in kind of a sleazy way, but there are ways to do it that are not sleazy or, like bad. Okay. So I know that copywriting is a field that has a lot of different people in it, as all fields do. But at the end of the day, the word just means words that sell, or writing words with the intention of making a sale. And this can cross a lot of genres, but just so that it's clear that the copyright with the RIGHT has to do with the rights you have as an intellectual creator. So that is things like general copyright, trademark, and all those sorts of things. Hi, I notice we have a live viewer tuning in. I am just delivering a little lesson on copywriting. That is copy, WRITING. So thank you for joining me for this Saturday lesson. Let me know if you have any questions as we go along. I just went over the difference between what I mean by copyright versus copyright. The RIGHT one has to do with intellectual rights as a creator, and the other one is about writing words that sell. And we're going to talk about the former today in this lesson. So both of them are very important to creative, independent small business owners. If you create things, you want to protect your rights as far as making money off of your own stuff. There's lots of different things we could get into in that. And if you'd like to learn more about that type of copyright, do watch the video that we did with Mix Ruth Carter. And if you want to know more, dive deeper into that, like drop your suggestion and we will talk about that on another day. But today we're talking about writing words that sell and 3 little things that you can do to improve your response rates on the writing that you already do. Like if you do writing for Facebook or for blogs or really anywhere that you create content, you can make it a little more effective in creating leads and sales for your business. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. These are things that you are already doing. It could be a newspaper ad, which that's where Mama has had some really good success, but that was in a long time ago. I don't know how those would work today because we haven't done it in a long time as far as that goes. Can you just give me one moment? Mama has to do a little face correction on me, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, thanks. I just needed a little tune-up. Before we got into the lessons, I noticed I lost my live viewer. But for those of you who are watching on the re-recording, I hope you're getting a little bit from this so far. So now let's dive into those 3 things that can improve your response rates on the things that you already do. And that's what champagne marketing on a beer budget is all about getting a better response on things that you already do, that you're already putting out there. And you can even make your bios a little more copywriting edged if you just apply these 3 little tricks. And these are just the beginning of some of the many things that you can do to improve your response rates. Like, it's a huge field. It's like it took years to learn everything, but these are just 3 little ones. Okay, so the number 1 is to focus on one product, one market, and one call to action. Focus. When you focus, you'll get a better response to your ads. So let's say, for example, you are aiming at a mom's market, like if they have young toddlers and preschool children. That's who you're aiming for, and it's for a, let's say, a hair service. Yeah, it could be for a hair service aimed at moms of toddlers and preschoolers. And this is just an example. I don't know what your business is, but I'm just thinking, of a business that I can apply this to for your benefit. If there is a live person on, I could use their own their kind of business, but I don't have somebody, so we're going to go with this as an example. And one call to action means just one way that you want them to respond to your ad. So the reason for this is because people are bombarded. The average mom is bombarded with a lot of information and a lot of ads over the course of a day. You are just one in I don't know how many. I'm going to just throw a number out there, and this may be correct or it may be absurd. I know it's not absurd. It is probably higher, but it is around, I think, 7,000 marketing messages in a day between billboards and print materials and online stuff. As we go through our day, we are bombarded to a lot of message, and we are blind to most of them because we have learned to block them out unless they are really important and special to us, and it's something that is on our mind. So when you focus on one problem and one solution, it makes it easier for people to say, yes, that describes me. That is me. That is my problem. What do you got? And then you get that, shut up and shut up and show me how to pay sort of thing. You know what I mean? That's the response you want to get. But it's not always, I gotta say, Kavit, it doesn't always work that way. But this is one of the ways that you can get more towards that. Because most people, they put an ad out and they hear crickets. And that sometimes is because they are not applying good copywriting, because they're copying what other people do. And that's not always the right way to do it for you. You want to really personalize your copy to your market and to your style. And then people will resonate with that. And then they come and they're happy. And then they talk about you. That's kind of how it all works. So you want to concentrate, and you'll find that your response rates will increase if you do the right target marketing. If you're going through and reaching those people that you can solve a problem for. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Please comment in the comment area, as we say, and let me know if that makes sense or didn't make sense. Okay. So that's number 1. is focus on one product, one market, one call to action. So, in the case of this hairstylist who is marketing to moms of toddlers, she might say something like, um, let's see. Uh, let's see. What could they say? Oh, yeah. Maybe that mom is afraid that the little one is going to be afraid of the environment. Maybe it's their first haircut. Maybe this salon has been around for a while. Maybe they could say, uh, you know, um, let's see, capturing first memories without tears. The let's see that the non. I can't try to come up with this off the top of my head, so you'll have to forgive me. But yeah, something like that that can take some of the anxiety out of a first-time mother's experience taking their young one to a salon. And that could be one way, and you don't necessarily have to be a kid-centered salon to use this particular tactic, as long as you can deliver on what you promise and deliver that safe and comfortable environment for a mom and toddler getting a first-time haircut. And that could be one way to increase the response to your ads, focusing on one product, one market, and one call to action. And maybe if you are a digital type hairstylist, you could send them to an actual PDF on your website that gives 10 tips on how to make your toddler's first haircut experience a positive one that's a good memory, because a lot of toddlers don't like the thought, and they're uncomfortable. I think it's too, especially in these uh, I don't know if they're post-pandemic, because, like, in our province, a lot of the restrictions have been taken off, so it's kind of feeling semi like post-pandemic. But we know that there's still lots of stuff going around, so I don't know whether we can call it that yet or not. But we do know that toddlers have been born in the time of the pandemic, and maybe they're feeling a little overly anxious, and their moms are feeling a little overly anxious. So that might be an area that you can focus on, making it comfy and stress free for the moms and the toddlers getting their first haircuts or something like that. Okay, number two in making your copy better is to eliminate jargon and hype. Now, jargon is those phrases that you use in your industry and with your coworkers that maybe your target market might not understand. And I don't know that I can think of anything off the top of my head with that previous example. Um, yeah, we should have done some planning and come up with these ideas before we went live, but live and learn, live and learn. Yeah, but you do want to eliminate jargon and hype. Like Mama, as a copywriter, wants to eliminate as much jargon or explain the jargon to the newcomers to your industry, so that they can understand what it is you're talking about, and eliminate that jargon and keep it plain and simple. You want to keep it plain and simple so people just can say, so they don't have a whole lot of questions. Like, I mean, if you use jargon, then people have questions and you have to explain it, and it makes things long. If you use very clear and easy to understand words and eliminate the jargon, it makes it easier for people to say, I want more information, or I want a book, or whatever it is that you are aiming for. Maybe it's just you wanted them to visit your store. Maybe it's that you want them to buy your art. Maybe it's that you want them to visit your channel on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what you do. But you gotta, okay, lost my train of thought. Let me look at that question again. Mom, let me look at that. Okay. Yeah. So eliminate jargon. And also don't use hype. Don't overpromise. Just tell them again, plain language, what they can expect from experience with you. You know, you don't want to over promise or use hype or, promise that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread or anything like that. Just want to be, really clear. If you have people that have said, awesome things about you in the past, you can use testimonials, but that's not what this is about. You want to avoid hype in ads that are from you. Okay, does that make sense? You don't want to use hype because you know who's used hype? Shysters use hype. Okay, so you want to avoid that. Keep that away from what you do. You can be confident without using hype. It's possible, honest. Okay, so you don't want to use hype. Don't promise the moon. Just promise what you deliver. Okay, you want to. They say to under promise and over deliver, and I think that's true. Let your experience be the wow, not, build yourself up so much that you have a lot to live up to. I mean, you, of course, as a creative independent professional, always want to aspire to be, absolutely the best at what you do. But at the same time, you don't want to create expectations that you can't live up to. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Don't use hype. And number 3, I said these were going to be 3 little things. Number 3 one is to create a great headline and make that the showcase of your ad. Too many times people make their logo or their name the big thing. The big things you want to focus on visually and in terms of the time you spend on creating and crafting them. The headline is what you want to really spend the most time on and to really perfect. And you can do this over time by doing split tests and so on. But you just really want to focus on that headline because you want it to stop people in their tracks, whether it is on any media. If it's on a social media, it might be to get them to, as they say, stop the scroll. And that could be visually or with words, but you want your headline to stop them so they read the rest. And the next biggest thing should be your contact information and how they can get what you have promised. So, one of the best ads that Mama loves having written, actually, there's a few of them. But yeah, there was one. It was, oh, what was it? Maybe we should look that again. I should have prepared for this, but we just had this idea that we wanted to do a little Saturday lesson and give 3 little tips to help you as a creative, independent, small business owner to make your ads more uh, to improve your response rates. I mean, at the end of the day, it could be to improve. It's about what you put out there can be effective, and sometimes it's just a matter of tweaking a few things to get the responses that we're looking for. And then once you get something really good and solid, you can apply it to other products and other markets and that sort of thing. So those are the 3. We could go on forever about all these little champagne marketing on a beer budget tips. And that's what we aim to provide through our live and our recorded videos here. And if you are not already a subscriber, but you enjoyed this information, please be sure to click subscribe and the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload or go live, because we plan to deliver some great messages, some great tips, and some things that you can apply like right away. You can apply these 3 tips. Just look at your latest ad or your greatest ad and see if they could use a little massage and whether you can increase your response rates by applying them. Thank you for joining me in this Saturday live lesson. And if you have any questions, comments, be sure to drop them below, because we do pride ourselves on being responsive to our audience, our viewers that want this kind of empowerment, education, and what was the third thing? I know we have 3 E's. Encouragement. Yeah. Oh, that was the other one. Encouragement, empowerment, and education here at Page the Puppet, and on our website and on all the socials at Page the Puppet. Actually, we have that. Do we have that? Yeah, we have that. Ta-da! We have that at Page the Puppet on all the socials. That's who we are, what we do. And thank you so much for joining me today. And sorry for making you suffer with Mama's voice. Yeah, I know she can't sing, but we like to do it anyway. Anyway, that about wraps up our lesson. Those are the 3. Focus, one thing, one market, one call to action, and avoid jargon and hype, and improve your headlines. And those are the 3 top tips on improving your copywriting. Yay! Thank you so much again for joining me. Let me know if you found this helpful. Until next time, my friends. Bye. Bye for now.